I am here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, where are you from?
I'm from Ecuador, but I live in Miami.
And?
Maria Elena from Mexico.
From Mexico, also from Miami. Unbelievable. And how often have you been here?
This is my first time.
And how is the experience so far?
Beautiful.
Wow,
I didn't imagine that it would be so amazing.
Why?
We are very lucky to be here.
In which way? If you go now home, you tell your friends, what is it, Medjugorje?
Well, when I decided to come because my daughter, she's in a Catholic school in Miami, and she came and said, "Mom, there's this plan to go to Medjugorje with a group. Should we go?" And I said, "Why not? I mean, it's like a once in a lifetime experience, a once in a lifetime opportunity." So I said, "Yes, of course, let's go." And it's funny because like 2 weeks before we came, I was doubting and was like, "Oh no, that trip is gonna be so long and I'm gonna have to live for a whole week." But now that I'm here, I don't regret it at all. It's been an amazing experience. All the love that is felt, all the spirituality that is felt here you can't find that in any other place.
It's unbelievable, no? You don't find it anywhere else. Same with me, a long time here now, still the same. And for you, what would you tell people? What is Medjugorje now for you after 3-4 days here?
For me, it's an oasis of peace and faith where most of the people here are in the same search of being a better person, feeling closer to the Virgin and God, and having all the resources in a few blocks and hills. So it's great to be connected with so many people in the same page, and you feel it so strong, the presence of God, the Virgin, the sacraments, everything that you don't want to leave. You want just to stay here for such a long time, and to be able to share the experience with our friends in the group, it has been so powerful.
And confession is very important here in Medjugorje. Did you go and tell people why is it so beautiful to go to confession and not to fear to go to confession?
I think maybe other places it's more difficult to find confession available, or we tend to not look for it, and here it's available in every language. So you see everybody doing it, and it really makes transformational.
And you're also joyful, happy when you leave confession?
Of course, yes.
You want to embrace everybody like a deer jumping around?
Yes.
And for you, confession?
For me, I did go to confession here, and for me it was like when you are little and you have your first confession, it's like the priest is gonna be so mad at you and point at you and judge you. But here it's like a conversation. You have a conversation with a priest. He gives you his what he thinks, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. You leave confession feeling happy.
Yeah.
And full of love.
Wow. And you experienced also here, a lot of people think God the Father is an angry old man with a white beard. He wants to judge us. And he's not.
No.
How is God the Father?
No, he's full of love.
Full of love.
He loves us.
And for you, God the Father?
For me, God the Father is always loving, always with open arms, always forgiving, and waiting for us in every moment, in every day. And for me, the challenge is when you go back home to keep it that way as you feel it here.
And a lot of people don't understand what is the Eucharist anymore in the West. Can you explain? You go to Holy Mass, you receive the Eucharist. What is it? What is so powerful about it?
Eucharist is the invitation you have in Mass to take it with you and
to have Jesus in the heart?
To receive the grace, to receive Jesus in your heart.
In your heart.
So powerful.
And for you, the Eucharist, what would you tell young people maybe?
Eucharist is like you and Jesus become one for 1 second. For 1 second, you become holy. For just 1 second. And it's so powerful.
And why are you Catholic? What is so beautiful about your faith?
Well, I think Catholicism is a religion of love. and it's important to love everyone, to share that love. And today, there's so much hate, and we need more love.
So beautiful. And did you make the experience when you live, thy will be done, like in the Our Father, that you're more happy, joyful,
Yes,
and that life becomes a bit easier with all the challenge, you have more peace?
yes.
For you the same? How is it when you live in that intention, thy will be done? You made that experience yet?
Yes.
And?
I
Oh, you're smiling gently. You made the experience?
it's very joyful. It's something I invite everyone to experience.
So you see then the hand of God in your life? Dios
Yes.
coincidades, Dios coincidences?
I think he's been with me in very challenging and difficult times.
Yeah.
And I've seen like little miracles in my around me. So yes, I think he embraces me.
And what would you tell people? There's so many people listening to that channel and they have big challenges. You passed through some of them. What would you give them as an advice? What to do? How to get through?
So to find the sacraments, which are like the best tools, to never fear of being judged or being unworthy or being too bad, that doesn't deserve to be close to God, because God is always loving, forgiving, and he's always waiting for you.
That's how God is gentle, tender, especially
Yes.
for women that they know. He's so tender. No?
For me, God is not a punishment. For me, God is always embracing.
Yes. And for you, what would you tell people?
I think that that the time of God is perfect. He has a perfect plan for every one of us, and I think that His plans. Sometimes we ask and we question, why is this happening to me? And it's because God has a perfect plan for us, and He says, if this is not working out for you, it's because I have better plans for you.
Wow, it's so true. You made this experience as well. Even when a door is closed, it's just not meant to be.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And when you go home now, what do you tell people? What is Medjugorje about? Why they should come here?
I tell them that it's a place of conversion. That the experience, like I said before, the experience you live here is once in a lifetime experience. It's unique, and everyone should come and try to live it, because you feel so much peace and so much love.
You went on Apparition Hill?
Yeah, I did.
How was that for you to be up there and see the statue?
Beautiful, very peaceful. And sometimes you think, no, I'm not gonna take that walk up that hill. Or we also went up Cross Mountain. So people think, no, that's gonna be so difficult. I'm not gonna do that. But believe me, you can do it.
And how, if you compare the experience, Cross Mountain, Apparition Hill, is it a different experience?
Cross Mountain is a little bit more difficult. But if you go up praying and offering that to God and to the Virgin, you can make it.
Wow. And for you, what do you tell people now when coming home from Medjugorje?
It was amazing to see, people like you wouldn't believe they could climb the hill, like with age or physical challenges going up. And it's how God always takes by the hand. And moments that you feel you couldn't do it, if you're holding his hand, you go up the hill easier than you would ever thought. So don't leave his hand.
And what you tell people at the end of this interview, why come here to Medjugorje?
Oh, because it's like the best spa for the soul and to strengthen your faith.
Wow, what can I say? Thank you so much for that interview.
Thank you.